Shazam.
Oh yeah, boom, boom, shakalaka.
But yeah, I was saying like
So
I got a feeling that they've tweaked it in certain regions just to increase their engagement.
yeah, I'm assuming so. Like, I know of a couple people that watch my videos. They're from like Europe and stuff, and yeah, it's funny. You pay more attention to it, and it's like, oh yeah, they've got community tabs, and oh, this one's got a community tab.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
I was just fortunate that I had that sudden spurt going from like 500 to 1,000 really quick, and then things started to fall in place until they didn't.
Yeah.
But things are starting to move again in a positive way on everything I'm doing, so that's cool. I'm happy about that.
Oh, that's right on. So we're gonna start bag 5. Do bag 5, and then we'll see. Maybe we'll get 6 done tonight too.
Nice. So this was all stuff you rebagged in order?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely more patient than me. I've not been tempted to do that yet.
No way. Well,
Nope.
these ones were when I bought them, they were built, and I wanted I would just soon great buying a used set, but who wants to buy a used set just to put on the shelf and never actually experiencing building it?
Yeah, I've done that once, and I'm not happy about it.
Definitely not my cup of tea, anyway.
And what's worse is it was a set that Lego did that had stickers across multiple elements, and I would have basically had to half destroy it. Yeah, I could use razors to cut the stickers, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. I did order more stickers, but in the end, I just put it in Ziploc City and never looked at it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was more important to me to start building my backlog.
Yeah. So you guys are getting quite the storm there.
Yeah, so now like all of my wife's workers are all basically texting her like they don't want to come in tomorrow because tomorrow's a scheduled day for them. And it's like,
yeah,
whatever. Most of them can do their jobs from home. I guess it seems to be pretty clear this city's going to be shut down tomorrow. The only thing we haven't heard yet is about my daughter's schooling, and I'm sure we'll hear something by the morning.
They're like in the old days, everyone's sitting next to the radio waiting to hear if school's canceled.
Well, it's all the internet now, right? They're all checking either the Twitter accounts for their businesses or schools or wherever the emails. It's kind of weird. So my company, they were offering overtime tonight, which I thought was a mistake, and it turned out no, they apparently really want 5 or 10 people to come in tonight, but it's snowmageddon. Nothing is moving. Yeah. And then tomorrow they're offering like 10 out of whatever the shift is during the day. So let's say half the team, they can stay home, but I'm sure a lot of them would like to stay home if they could afford it. So yeah, it's just going to be an interesting couple days. That'll be nice and busy when I go back Sunday.
Yeah, if
all the backlog of work that isn't getting done,
nobody's going to want trouble.
Yeah. Let's check out the pictures I took. Oh, that one's horrible. Oh man, I mean, some are good, and most of them just need a little retouching. But like one of them's like, oh, it's hideous. Oh, sometimes it's easier just to delete them. You can take that one over. Oh, I see why. Yeah, that is kind of bad.
All right.
Kind of a no-win on that one.
There, I did a mini Ulbricht's count sort.
Oh, just dump them. Oh, just what, colors or the pieces? How'd you
Just
do
some
it?
pieces.
Yeah.
Just get the
Well,
bigger ones.
it's like as
probably.
soon as I'm missing one piece, I was like, uh-oh, I better start sorting. I better figure out what's really happened here. I mean, that's the worst part. This is supposed to be relaxing, and the stress that starts up because of it. Like, no, don't be missing something. Can't remember what build it was. It was one of these Chinese ones a week ago. 1x1 round stud. And when I was trying to push it on, it wouldn't go on. And I look underneath, it had no hole in it. It was basically filled in. It was malformed. Oh, yeah. Really funky malformed part. Fortunately, there was plenty of spares to work with. It wasn't that big a deal. I tell you something else I noticed when you build the Chinese sets, even if the build is good, the stickers, even after just a week or two, you look at them and it's like, oh, they're really not good. Especially when you take pictures of them, like you won't notice them with the naked eye. Then I take a picture of them and I see it up close, like, oh, yeah, that's, as much as I'd love to say they're all great companies, they're not. And some of them are just like, oosh, just bad stuff.
Super poor.
Yeah.
Step 89.
I literally had sat at the computer. I finished dinner and I was just doing a few little things when I saw, oh, I'm going to post in 30 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, I'll back off for a bit. Because I basically had my photography. I don't even know what to call this. It's a drop sheet, right? Like a curtain, photography curtain, which I cut 2 feet off it so that I can have that infinity edge so you don't see the back plane. And,
right.
Which is, it's doing the job it's meant to. It's just a little harder to work with than I was hoping. And I'm being very careful not to dirty it because it is microfibers. So it's like, it's going to be horrible in the summer when I start sweating. It's like, I gotta, because I'm where I lean is okay, but it's like, I don't want any dirt or spots anywhere, but clearly that's going to happen. It's machine washable and you can steam it if you're really careful. So I got just doing my best to not mess it up right now. See, right now I'm adjusting the white balance to see, can I make it so that material is invisible, so there's no texture? I don't mind a little bit because it doesn't look bad. But it's, if you think about your microfiber cloths that you might wash your car with,
yeah,
there's a variation on that, very low pile compared to your cloth, but there is a texture to it. But it's not a horrible texture, but I'm trying to reduce it, and that's one of the tricks I do here. Now, big cheat is make it all white, like blow it out, but then if you blow it out too much, all the colors go to shit too. So I don't want that to happen.
One thing I noticed about microfiber cloths, they can kind of pick up lint and crap like that really easy. Like,
oh, not just that. Like some people will use them like, oh, use a microfiber cloth that won't scratch your car. That's total BS. You got to be very careful which ones, even brand new out of the package. I'm not going to say which one is the best one because I don't know enough about it, but I watched a video where a guy was using one brand from Canadian Tire or wherever, and it goes, watch this, swirls everywhere. And it's micro scratches, really. And then he showed this other brand, which I don't recall, and it's like, dude, just with his hand, it's like it was so nice and smooth. I really should have paid more attention to it, but it just goes to show you that whatever this stuff's made out of, depending on how it's formulated and the material and how high the pile is and the shape of each little fiber on it, can really make a difference to your results. Like you might be frustrated washing your car, wiping it down, putting your wax on, and like you still got lines and swirls you can't account for. It's like, yeah, still the cloth. I actually don't like microfiber cloths, to tell you the truth, but I use it. I use this cheap ones. I don't know where I got them from. I use them on my cell phone lens. They seem to be fine. With the
Master G.
Hey,
that's Grant.
Oh, is it?
I think.
Yeah, he was on last time, wasn't he?
Cool set. Yeah, it's definitely the better of the two UCS Y-Wings anyway. I think a better model anyway. And I'll by no means be able to afford the original one.
Yeah, but you're not missing much. I think what you have is the better build of the two.
Oh yeah.
Now I haven't built this one. I built the other one, but that one is still sitting somewhere over my head. Somewhere. I'm looking up and like, where? Problem is I can only see like 5 of the UCS sets over my head, and then like the next 6 or 7 I can't see at all.
Yeah. They're there somewhere.
They're up there. Well, it's a nice feeling knowing they're above my head, but it's like, yeah, if I had to pull them out in a hurry, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Sadly, the ones I'd love the most are the ones I wouldn't be able to take with me in a fire, like because I can't reach them. Like, let's say, even the AT-AT right now, to pull down the UCS AT-AT, it would take me 15 minutes of moving stuff up there. Like, and I would need someone's help. I'd be up on the step ladder, reaching up there. It truly is like an attic. I mean, in every way. It's like, maybe not my brightest move, but.
Well, I bet you if there was something in there particular that you wanted, I'm sure you'd get it faster than 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I'll just be throwing the other crap out of the way.
Yeah.
For sure. Now I take the edits from the first photo, apply them to the next 18. And if I'm lucky, I don't have to do much to them. So, Brickmaster G says we'll probably get a blue and white Y-Wing before we get another white yellow. Just the color pattern on the Y-Wing. He thinks we'll get a blue and white one as another one. I really hope we don't get another one anytime soon. I hope there's so many other ships they could do.
Oh,
so many.
He's referring to Captain Rex Y-Wing, maybe.
Oh, really? Oh, that could be.
Yeah, from the Bad Batch season 1, they showed it. They're still predicting maybe we'll get another Captain Rex figure, so maybe. You never know. Maybe we'll get a Y-Wing.
That could be okay.
501st Y-Wing.
Oh, yeah, that photo I said that was bad, it's really bad. I'm looking at the sticker on it. Well, I knew when I put it on originally, like, it's a horrible sticker, like basically black on black. Hey, JB Awesome. it's just, and the photo just makes it look so much worse. And then
Hey
everything I'm
there.
going to do is just not going to help.
Yeah,
I
you can
mean,
only
I'm
hope.
almost better off deleting this photo just so no one associates it with my photography. Like, how did Rick let this one go?
I was gonna say, yeah, your Rick's quality control has really gone downhill.
It went down. He got lazy quick. And there's definitely times I go, screw it. It's good enough, right?
Good enough.
Yeah, now I'm debating. Actually, I'm going to blow. Let's see. So I blew this up on my phone. I'm not sure how well it's going to show here. And you can see what this, let's see, you got a shot where you could show what I'm holding up there?
Yeah.
Or blow me up, maybe? I'm not sure how well this is going to
know.
show. I'm hoping you're able to see this. So, you see that big spotted thing there? That's a 1x2
Oh
sticker.
yeah.
That's a 1x2 sticker that's kind of a smoke clear black with a gray print. Can you see the print? Because
Yeah.
I can't. It's really horrible. And look at all the dots. That's after I kind of squeegeed that thing down. I don't understand it.
Oh really?
And I didn't see that at first, but that's horrible.
It looks like Starry Night or something
I
like
know.
that.
It just looks wretched, horrible. That's a cheap ass glue adhesive under that plastic. It's like, oh my goodness. So, Brigmaster says we're definitely getting a Phase 2 Rex with a blue rangefinder. At least he hopes.
Yeah, I say I'm not going to hold my breath, but ideally we would.
Yeah.
Seems like Lego's starting to get their act together though, and starting to show some love for the Clone Wars stuff. Finally.
Yeah, and it's like you just don't get what was holding them up so long, but I guess now they're seeing some sales on stuff. It's like, yeah, like clearly last year's battle pack did awesome, and then the new one's done good and so far, and it's like clearly, come on guys, just give us this stuff. Star Wars is kind of a no-brainer.
Well, yeah. Pretty much a license to print money.
Yep. Which is why I truly, like everyone, like that was coming up this year or at the end of last year. And we'll never know because they won't speak on it, but there's just no way they're going to give up that license. They're just not.
No.
Pay more for it if you have to, and then charge us more because we'll eat it. I don't see them ever giving it up. Like people, I wish another company would have it. Oh, BS. We really don't want another company to touch it. I would love to have different kind of figures, but passing on that, I really don't want another company to tackle the Star Wars sets.
No, not when we get something that's good quality and then go to something that could be subpar.
Yeah. Well, like I don't believe Mega would screw it up, but like I wouldn't want to see anyone else really touch it. I think Lego has the know-how. I think Mega has the know-how. The only problem with Mega is they can't get their heads out of their butts to get things distributed.
That's exactly. I was just going to say they don't seem to have their distribution channels, so I think it wouldn't be good.
It's funny to say they don't. It's not even that they don't have that. They got different priorities, though. Barbie, Hot Wheels, the other stuff, no problem. Anywhere in the world. And it's like the bricks, they just take a back seat because I guess the other stuff they dominate. diecast. What's the number one name? Hot Wheels, right? And they own the number two. They got Matchbox, right? So they're number one and number two for diecast. The dolls, who's number one? Barbie. That's them. So in the markets, they're number one, no problem. But in the brick toys, there's such a distant number two. It's a very half-assed effort.
Yeah, they've got what do you say? They got other irons in the fire. They're not. It's the least of their worries.
Whereas Lego that's it for this company. For Lego AS Systems, that's all they got is these brick toys, really. So they have to make a good go of it and make sure everything is moving well.
How can we get a UCS tugboat?
How can we get? I would love it. If, just like to train people, if you give us high quality boats and sailing ships, there's a market for it. There's absolutely a market for it. No, don't do that. Shoot.
So back to the relentless greebling.
Actually, with the greebling stuff, it might be a good idea to sort some of that little stuff, just because it's hard to do. Hard to find this tiny piece, that tiny piece.
Yeah. Well, if I once I sorted out kind of the big stuff, it's not taking me too long to find everything. It's just trying to find where it's supposed to go on.
Okay.
Where I'm putting it. When I get a large set, I do one bag a day.
Yeah. I try not to leave any pieces on the table. I'm happy if it's just a bag, and then it's like, okay, if I'm tired, okay, I haven't opened another bag, that's good. I really don't like leaving a partial bag.
All right. Goes.
Now I'm just editing all the text associated with this silly car.
Oh. Oops. Is that JV? I just pour it out like crazy, but on live streams, open bag at a time.
Yeah, see, pouring it out, that's called hard mode. Dump it all in one big pile and go at it.
Yeah. Well, you get some of those older sets where there was no numbered bags.
Yeah. But they were all small in count compared to... I mean, some of these little cars have as many pieces as some of my classic Space Lego sets, Like, they're smaller bits, but more pages, more steps.
Some of them were interesting too, because it wasn't very clear where the pieces went.
Oh, for sure.
Like I know I built a couple sets like that. One was it was that green bounty hunter ship.
Okay,
You know which
yeah.
one I'm talking about?
Yep.
That one
What?
was interesting.
That's the
Yeah,
one that
no
had like
numbered
4 bounty
bags.
hunters or something in it.
Yeah. It was a Clone Wars TV show set.
Did that also have Cad Bane?
No, it had what's that chick that had kind of she just had a ponytail of hair and then it was all shaved around it.
Oh,
What's her name? She
that
was savage.
with two swords.
No, that's Asajj
No,
Ventress. No,
okay.
what's her name?
Oh, colorful makeup, like with almost a mohawk of hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Little challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you dump her all out, that's definitely a bit of a challenge. When I did the Darth Maul bust, that was no numbered bag, so it was just had stuff spread out all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And the Death Star too. That was
Yeah.
even worse.
Now you got that one used, right?
That
Or
one
did
I
you
bricklink.
bricklink it? Oh,
That
you
was a
bricklink that
bricklinker.
one.
And after I did that, I had quite a few people inquire about it. They want to know how much I spent to do it and this and that. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
glad I
remember
did it when I did.
the very first time I bricklinked. Well, I bricklinked an entire set, top to bottom. That was I think the first Vader TIE fighter. And I would have 100% come out way ahead on money as opposed to buying the set straight, except I forgot one complete tab of parts.
Oh yeah.
And when I started getting all the parts in, it's like, I'm clearly short. And it's like, yeah, I'm an idiot. I didn't commit all the parts to the orders. And I still did better than buying the set, but I would have done a lot better had I not been dumb that day.
Isn't that a terrible feeling though when you're finally I'm gonna today's the day I'm gonna build this thing, and you get like half dozen steps in,
yeah.
and you can't find something, and it's like
Oh,
crap.
yeah. Well, look at me the other day,
I
man.
forget
I
what
didn't
set
even
it
have the
was.
instructions. I had the parts and not the instructions. Like, oh my god, And the next day I got them, but it's like, I couldn't get that the day before? Nope, not that lucky.
Yeah, I forget what it was, whether it was that Death Star or what it was. I was so pissed off, and of course, I was live streaming when I was doing it. So
Oh yeah, hey, nothing like those honest reactions.
yeah,
See, what's horrible now is I don't know if you notice on your videos, or at least under some videos, people watching have the ability to clip your video now, making it even easier for them to archive what you do and say, right? So if
yeah,
you have one of those moments or a hissy fit or whatever, someone will clip that 2-minute segment and they'll remind you of it later.
yeah.
Hey, remember when you threw that set against the wall because you were pissed off? Oh, you don't remember? Would you like to see it? I got it.
Yeah.
Like, thanks. With friends and fans like you. So this is something I do whenever I do the Google Photos thing. You gotta remember, I take all these pictures, And like I already have the 7 or 8 from when I had the box originally. Then I add all these new photos. I add some text later because I'm not going to remember all this garbage, what was important or relevant at the time to me. And then, but if you do too much at once, Google Photos loses track, especially if you got it going both on mobile and on the PC,
Oh,
which
yeah.
sometimes I'll do on both. So I will exit the app and refresh it periodically. Actually, for every entry, basically, like if I'm switching cars or if I'm doing a new major thing, I will absolutely close it, reopen it, force it to refresh. Hmm. Let's see another mistake I made. It's funny, you go back after months. Like I bought these sets, last September. It's like, oh, I see a mistake I made. Not a
Yeah.
big deal, but
That doesn't look right.
the best ones are my typos and my spelling mistakes. It's like, oh damn, I hope I didn't put that in the video. It's okay if it's in the text, I'll just edit that out. But did I put that in the video? Sometimes like,
Yeah.
oh damn, man. And that's a problem. Like I thought, hey, I won't put the titles of my videos, but look, I put the title in the right there on the screen, and people are still asking, "What are you building?" I put the picture in the corner. What are you
Yeah.
building? I don't know, man. You tell me what I got to do. You tell me what I got to do to my video, Ryan, because I don't know anymore. Because trust me, it'd be even faster.
Where am I? What am I doing?
Well,
where am I?
Yeah. How did I get on the internet? How did they find me? Am I being recommended that much that it's easy for people to find? I don't know. Like, how did they figure this out? But they look at my screen and they can't see that nice big title in like, well, for me, it's 1-inch high letters, but whatever, going across the top. And then that nice little corner picture that I make sure is usually outlined in white just so that it can't possibly blur in with anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. You build a better mousetrap, they'll build a better mouse. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's wrong too. Shoot.
There.
So the weather is bad for you, or not as bad as it is for us right now in Toronto?
It is going to temporarily warm up tomorrow. So we were like minus 20 this morning for a low. I think it got to like 8 minus 8 today. And then
So you're still colder
sure
than here. It's not cold here at all.
Well, it's going to, I want to say maybe minus 15 tonight. Then tomorrow it's just to warm up to like 1 degree.
Okay.
And then the bottom's going to fall out, and we're going to be having like morning low, like first thing in the morning, it's going to be like minus 30, minus 31 for, they're talking the next week to 10 days.
Ooh.
So Nathan's going to go back to having some cold walks to school. Back the way it was. Like we were in a deep freeze till I think Christmas Day. It warmed up, and it's been mild-ish ever since.
Right.
But it is Manitoba, so we were kind of we expect it.
Yeah.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
And that's the worst. So here's what's funny. So the news tonight, 6:00, they're showing everyone heading into Canadian Tires and everywhere else. Guess what they were doing? putting on winter tires. It has been so. I mean, we're talking the end of January now. It has been so mild. Okay, so this is storm number 2, right? Really, since the end of November, this is storm number 2. We'll have a couple of days of the snow. We'll dig ourselves out, and everyone will go back to their sneakers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm in. I don't have to get back in the car technically until Sunday. Really. So, I won't even go down and look at the car. I ain't digging it out. There's no point. I'll just wait. Maybe Saturday I'll go dig it out. Or make an executive order and send my daughter down. Hey, go dig daddy out. You've been in the house too long. You're driving me crazy.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, sweetie, I got a job for you.
Yeah. Remember that college? You remember that university tuition I pay for? Go shovel my car.
Well, seeing the problem with rebagging is making stupid, minute little errors. Turn around and bite me in the ears.
Are you so you're short right now and you don't know where the part is?
Well, but it's a little 1x1 brick with a clip on it.
Okay.
The clip, the clip goes horizontally or vertically.
Oh, and you got the wrong
at some
one.
Point, yeah. So I need 4 in this bag, and I got 3 of the right ones. And the clip goes the other way.
Oh man, you got that kind of thing in bulk?
Maybe I may end up just going straight out. But well, maybe I'll luck out, and it's.
Is it it's decorative or structural? Like you need it to build something onto?
It'll be for greebling.
You could probably get away without it.
I might get away with it.
Make a note of it and come back when it's easier to grab.
So there's only 2. Yeah. So there's 2 of those. There's one more of those somewhere.
Any chances under your book or under the build?
Well, I don't think it was in this bag.
Okay.
Because
that's such a small part. How about the bag? Double check the bag.
Well, no, because it's a mirrored build, and I've already done half it, and it wasn't used in that half. So I'm going to go check a bin.
And welcome to All Bricks Count live stream with guest star Ryan. As he goes to raid his stash of parts. Same thing I would do, except I just got to walk behind the desk. But then I get on my knees because that's where I got all my little pull drawers, and I pull out all the parts. It's a real pain in the butt, and there's no light back there. So when I do it, it's a real pain. Hopefully it's a little easier for him. There we go. Nice photo. Basically done everything I need to do for my inventory for this set now. Ooh, wait, whoa. Well, you know what we can do. Ah, shoot. Forget that. I forgot I could do my... Okay, let's not do that. Whoop. Oh, did I miss this? Yeah, I can't see the chat. Looking through my old stuff. Looking for... Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have that there. Nice. Now we'll go back. We'll edit this. I can't spell live, apparently. There we go.
Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, can I get a kiss? Sure. Can I get a kiss? You kind of can. I'm so sorry, sweetie.
What do you rate all the sets from 2023? Oh, dude, that's a huge question. I don't even know what my favorites are from the 2023 sets. Well, that we've only seen a few so far. It's way too early. Unless you mean 2022. So I got the other way. Oh, you found all the wrong ones?
Yeah, I've got the horizontal ones, not the verticals. I'm pretty sure I can come back to it. So that's what we're gonna go with.
Sometimes if it's an external kind of greebling thing, I'll put something that's totally wrong so it'll stand out.
Oh, stand out. Well, I think it's going to be visible, so. There.
Well, JB, let's turn this around. What do you think is, how do you rate the sets for 2023? Yes. Do you know, I think I have too many toys.
Yeah.
All bricks count. Too many bricks count. God
Too
damn it.
much stuff.
Too much stuff. When I'm making my notations in Google Photos, I tend to put all the important hashtags in that entry too. So anytime later when I'm going to have to regurgitate this stuff for that entry, like when I do the box art, I'll put all that in at that point.
I meant Lego Star Wars, but I'm just bored, so I wanted you to answer big questions. You don't have to go.
The kids are trying to screw with us old guys. See that?
Well, apparently I'm already going senile, so I can't. I'm losing crap everywhere. So.
And if I didn't have the headphones on, I wouldn't be able to hear you because I'm half deaf. Sorry, hearing impaired.
Don't feel bad. I'm in the same boat. I'm getting to the point I'm on the phone at work, and if people are talking around me, those situations where I'm the only one working, it seems I gotta plug one ear or block one ear off, or else I can't concentrate enough to hear what the hell the person on the phone is saying.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's bad.
Well, I'll turn down stuff for sure, just so I can focus better. But yeah, we're getting older. You know what? That rear photo is so bad. I'm just not going to show that. I'm just not going to do it. It's so bad. No one will miss it. I mean, that Tide Bomber, that's definitely going to be something. Everyone I know has bought it or intends to buy it in the next 2 or 3 months. They're not going to wait for a discount. They're just waiting for their finances to settle down.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I really like it. I want to buy it, but I'm kind of on the fence. It's too bad. It looks like it's scaled the same as that little dinky TIE fighter.
Last year's TIE Fighter, yep.
Yeah.
And it seems to be where they're going, and that's okay if that's what they're doing. I do like stuff that scales together. But yeah, I want a bigger one. Now they gave me the little bomber after 15 or 20 years. I want a UCS scale bomber.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. That's what I was kind of thinking. That's what we would get for UCS set. Well, you never know. I say you never know, but I doubt they would do a play version and a UCS one the same year.
Yeah, I think that'd be a little bit weak. Give it a year. I mean, because look, they gave us the Razor Crest, a year apart?
See, and I thought May was going to be a UCS TIE Bomber. That was my guess.
Oh yeah, when they showed us, they gave us the clone ship, right? The bomber and something else. There's three designs they were talking about. The clone ship one. Well, I was happy last year's that land speeder last year. That was pretty cool too.
The that new windscreen that they made just specially for it.
Yeah,
that's a big freaking windscreen, actually.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see people make some use of it. I know a lot of people who went on Bricks and Pieces or wherever they acquired it and grabbed a whole bunch, and it's like, okay, now show us what you're going to do with it.
Yeah.
Because it's a great part, but yeah, I don't know what you're going to do with it.
Where the hell? Where is that?
Hmm. JB, well, I liked your ratings for the bomber. Um, the 501st Battle Pack, I mean, it's a fig pack. You know, to me, it's like 10 out of 10 for the figs. I mean, whatever. That's the problem with the battle packs. Like, to me, they don't have a lot of value as a building set.
Yeah, as cool as the battle packs are, I don't know if I haven't opened a battle pack in a long time.
Dude, I mean,
But
so I have every Lego Star Wars battle pack, all of them. But I've only built maybe half of them. The other half are sitting in the glass cabinet here. And I figure I could probably do like a month of evenings where I could just do a build, every other night. Because it's only, what are you talking, an hour? Because they're what, less than 100 pieces total, including the
Yeah.
pieces for the figs. There's nothing to them. Or I could dedicate a stupid whole day, like a Saturday, and just go, all right, one after another, and assembly line it out. But I don't know if that's going to be good for me.
I kind of want to just at least keep one sealed,
Mm-hmm.
starting to kind of like that's something neat that you could do a sealed collection of. It's not going to take up a lot of space.
And it's small, Even with the bigger
Yeah.
boxes, they're still small. I mean, when I got into the battle packs, it was literally because I could sit there with a TV dinner tray while I'm watching something, and I could build this little thing and not worry too much about it.
Well, that's got me puzzled. I can't even find in the instructions where the other one goes, because there is two of them used.
Oh, you run into another bottleneck?
Well, that same one. So I figure, well, problem with just leaving it is there's stuff that's getting built on top of it.
Oh, so it is structural then.
It is. It is. Does get buried slightly. Huh. Oh, what the hell? Just got me boggled here.
Let's see, JB says, I like the Lego clone army buildings, so that's the reason I rated it higher. A 7 out of 10 if I didn't like the clone army building. Okay. That's fair. And someone pointed out there was like something inaccurate in regards to the set versus the box art.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. Yeah, they pulled pictures from like archival pictures, and they weren't like true ones. I guess you want to put it that way.
okay.
That was one of the Mander things that he had a bit of a hissy fit about.
Really? Well, if he doesn't have something to complain about, I mean, why watch?
Yeah. Found it.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. Turned out to be more stressful than I expected. You made the rangefinder lower than it actually is. Yeah.
Okay.
It just makes the rangefinder looks like it looks wonky. It looks like it's super high on the helmet.
Well, isn't one of the issues where the hole is on the helmet? They would need to make a new helmet.
I guess. Well,
Because the helmets have a
yes
hole
and
in the
no.
side, right?
Yeah. I think they could easily shift the hole down though. Like, it's
Well,
not
easy. That's a whole new mold. If you move the hole,
Mold.
it's a whole new. And even if you make the rangefinder like shorter in length, that's a whole new mold too. So, yeah, if they have to alter it, that's a whole new mold. So that's pricey. That's 5, 10, 15,000 bucks depending on the mold.
If they're gonna hammer out Clone Wars sets though, they'd make that back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, for sure. But they could deal with probably a little bit of stink and backlash because let's be honest, is that going to stop anyone from buying it? Probably not.
Isn't that sad? We'll complain, but it's not gonna. Yeah, not gonna stop us from purchasing the product.
I don't believe so. I don't believe not anyone who really has the money to buy it. Maybe someone who's on the fence, like, you know what, I could have dinner tonight or I could buy this set, but I can't do both. Like, but you know what? That set's a little trashy because I made a mistake. Okay, I'll go eat that Taco Bell. Forget that Lego set. Maybe those are the people, but I don't believe any Star Wars fan looking for a clone anything are going to walk away from that set. And there's a lot, and there's a lot to that in retail with a lot of companies. They know hey, Apple fans, we like our products, but we know we're not always getting top-notch stuff right away. Sometimes we got to wait a while. The stuff will work and everything, but we're not going to get a feature right away. We'll see it 2, 3, 4, 5 years somewhere else before we get it. We'll put up with stuff, and you see that in all kinds of things. Guys who like certain car manufacturers, not others, will put up with something because we like it and not because it's better. In Lego, we'll put up with high prices and sometimes not getting what we want.
No, we always say pay with your wallet, but a lot of us are like, yeah, do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, no, that's it. I'm a horrible enabler. Although I think out of most people in my circles, like I'm doing pretty good. Because let's see, since January 1st, I've only made that one order. And that was what? The TIE Bomber. The Fast and Furious car. I mean, we are literally only talking January. Like it's,
Yeah.
I mean, trust me, it's coming. It's ramping up. And of course, you saw my posts in the private chat about what was on sale on Amazon. So, yeah, cha-ching, cha-ching. Basically, everything you saw, I made a purchase of. So,
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the big one times 3. And if it's still available, I might even get more. And I'm convinced it's going to go even a bit more. Like $5 or $10 more for sure. I have no doubt.
I'm trying to think back when I bought the Battle Cat. I think that's the same price I bought it at. I'm pretty sure it was 40 off. I'm pretty sure anyway.
But
I don't think it was any cheaper.
That's definitely enough of a discount. That moved the needle, and a lot of people are going to start jumping now, even though it's a crappy build and this and that, and it's definitely unique. It's not like Star Trek or Call of Duty or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with good, strong fan bases. This is a very niche market, but if you can sit on it, if you want it for flipping, this could be something down the road. And just to think, the first time I bought it, we saved huge. Me and Dan did the same night. He peer pressured me into it. And this time it's like, oh, man, even better.
Damn you, damn.
Oh, well, no, that was it. It's like, and by the time the stream was over, I had committed the order. And then, like, during the night, I went and put in 1 or 2 more. So I'll have, like, other than the one I'm going to build, and I will build it, I think I'm going to have 5 or 6 for flips.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you.
Which is ridiculous, which probably means I own more of them than anybody once they come in. And hopefully they're not banged up. I did get a banged up one last time. It's like, shoot. And it's one of the few times that I go to Amazon and I say, fix it. And I had them fix it. So you were saying?
I was just asking that Overwatch set that you brought in large numbers, did you flip the rest of them, or are you still sitting on a bunch?
I still have some in storage for flips. I'm keeping my personal 2, and I think I'm down to 3 or 4 now.
Oh, okay.
They're not easy to move, but yeah, they're pricey. Yeah, they're pricey. They hurt, especially the second load of them I got, because I had it broken up into 2. It wasn't just the one crate.
Yeah,
and I got dinged actually worse on the second crate for imports and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Actually, then what's worse was the guy made a clerical error, and he actually valued it wrong. I wasn't expecting him to lie, but he valued it wrong, and that hurt. And it took me about...
Oh, he valued it higher than it was.
Yeah, he valued it higher, which means I got dinged higher. And it took about 6 weeks of whining and bitching back and forth for him to credit me. We split the difference, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because he wasn't going to go all the way. I tried, and he split the difference with me. It's like, okay, this is the best I'm going to do, because anything else is just not going to fly. Because in the end, he was saying, you know what, I'll pay for the shipping, send them back, asshole. It's like, pardon my language. And it's like, I said, I ain't doing that. No way. Because when am I going to get an opportunity to get a set that's not released?
See you,
Again?
JB. Thanks for hopping in the stream. If you're
Take
still
it
up
easy,
there,
man. Have a good night.
take her easy.
Well, JB, it would go better if you would go share it to every one of your friends.
Yeah.
Right now, before you go to bed. Get on their Snapchats or whatever you kids are doing.
Yeah.
I have Snapchat, but I don't use it. I keep getting these little yellow.
These two farts.
Yeah, these two old farts were talking. One guy's holding his phone in front of his face, and the other guy is. Well, because I'm editing a post I'm about to make, and it's like, yeah.
I'm watching these guys. There's one guy, one guy's on his phone the whole time. The other guy was just flipping through a book for 20 minutes.
And he walked away. We don't know where he went.
Yeah.
Did you see what
I think I know where you're going with this.
Kevin made? He made that little box that said on air. He took one of the video boxes.
That was a while back, right?
Yeah, and now he uses it on his streams. It's kind of cool. We just got to fix his camera setup or his quality.
Yeah,
Well, and no matter what, he's going to problems with his internet stuff. I dread Saturday. I'm so afraid of what these guys are going to do. It's like I got everything working. Everything's pretty good now. And these guys are going to come in and screw up everything. They're going to screw up my TV. They're going to screw up my internet. When I'm done, it should be a lot faster, but like a lot faster. But it's the only way that we can get the low pricing that we've enjoyed for a while, because they finally drew a line in the sand and said, well, we want you to have the new hardware. And it's like, well, we don't want to pay more. Well, the only way to get it, you got to take our new hardware now. They don't want to support the old hardware anymore, but it's like, it still works. There's nothing wrong with it. If I was willing to pay the increase, they won't care and they'll let me keep going, right?
Right.
But it's like there's this line drawn. It's like, okay, so one of us has to budge, and it's like I'm the one who has to blink.
Yeah,
this
is where we're at.
Yeah, because I hate when I go to my mom's or someone else's place and they got either Rogers or Bell and a wireless to the TV, right? And then I watch the buffering at different times, whether it's a hockey game or whatever, a movie. And they're not watching internet, they're watching cable. And it's like, that kills me. Because cable should always be solid, you know?
I'm in the bad books as I booted Nathan off of the TV down here because I found that was before I even fired up the stream. It was buffering and kind of stalling out. And I was like, I think he's taking up some of the bandwidth. So I was like, go watch regular TV. Fine.
Oh. Well, right now, is this stream, are you wired or are you Wi-Fi?
I'm wired.
Okay, well that helps.
Yeah. Yeah, I've stayed wired for a long time now.
I mean, I always find it annoying when once in a while StreamYards would say, blah, 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 wireless. Like, no, I'm not wireless right now. It's just, it's not a good connection to you guys, but it's it's wired. All right.
4, 6, 2.
I subscribe to way too many people on way too many different services. Because I get pop-ups from people. I go, who the hell is that?
Who is that?
Tech.badbatch on Instagram. I don't know who that is. I can't say I've ever watched them. Clearly, I must. But the problem is, if someone follows and likes something, if they're a Lego guy, I'll follow back.
Follow back.
If they're not a Lego person, I don't follow back necessarily unless I actually see their content and like it. But if they're a Lego guy and they follow, then I follow back. I don't even think twice about it.
Well, and I find that too. Someone will follow, so I'll glance, and I'm the same as you. If quick glance, I like what I see, I'll follow back. But it's funny, I'll do that sometimes, and I'll look and see how many followers I have, and I swear on some of them, and I don't have the patience to go back and see, but I'm willing to bet they unfollow you after that.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you can go and actually see if they're still following you or not, but I don't have the patience to piss around. I don't care.
Well, I don't find on most services, I don't find much of a drop off. It's just slow to pick them up. I mean, Instagram, I don't really notice any drop. YouTube, a few a month will go down, but it goes up by more than it goes down, so I'm always happy about that.
Yeah.
I don't really care on if someone has stopped and they did it for a reason, and it's like, yeah, great. And I only ever stop following if someone pisses me off or does something. By the way, with all the talk about Brixie, I hadn't realized that for whatever reason. Okay, remember the Lego group that I took over?
Yeah.
So his page was somehow associated with it. Well, I killed that real quick. I went into a Facebook.
Yeah, I remember he had joined one of the groups.
Yeah.
That's
and probably because I probably invited him once upon a time, but it was like, okay, I see him here, there. It's like, oh, I just don't want him gone. Like,
but he never posts anything.
Not once.
Like, why? What's the point in
not post, not comment, not even happy face.
Yeah,
like nothing. But I don't just find that with my stuff. I find that anywhere I go and I talk to people, like.
Oh yeah,
I don't look at his content. I've not looked at a single video of his in at least a year, right? That post about his build project, that's the first thing I've seen in forever. So I can't really comment on anything he's making, but I can't believe he's any different. I can't believe anything's changed.
I glanced at something, and then it started suggesting his crap again. It just, how that happens sometimes. You'll be scrolling or whatever, and you stop for a moment, and it's picking it up as a view, even though you didn't click on it.
Yeah.
So then it starts recommending crap. But first I saw it was on Instagram, the thing about the frickin' what do you call it? GoFundMe. That pissed me off.
Yeah. No, it's
like he's trying to. Like, why did he set up a GoFundMe? If those people wanted to give, why didn't he direct them to give through as like super thanks or whatever the hell, or on one of his streams? And here you have people that like what's that? Is it Tasman or whatever? I never quite caught what happened, but he's been in the hospital for
really
quite some time. I think he's out now. But yeah, you got someone like that. Like, if you're gonna do something for that. Like, somebody's sick, or you never know. Like, what's going on.
Yeah, I want to find out what's going on there. See if he needs some help. Actually, we had a medical emergency with a friend. Her son called us up because she had a major surgery and got out after 2 days, and was feeling weak and fainty and was basically going into shock. Well, you got to remember, me, my wife, my daughter, we're all first aiders.
Yeah.
And so we just ran down the list of stuff, and everything seems pretty cool and stable right now. So, hey, great. Because, he was flipping out, and as he should, because, this is his mom. But we were all a little concerned, but it's like just staying calm and going through the process. And it's a good thing, they'll say we were familiar with these people, familiar with what happened the last couple of days. So we already had that information. It's not like you show up at work and someone's fainted and you don't know why. Well, we had a lot of information ahead of time. Jordan goes talking about Rick's favorite YouTuber. Poor Dylan. I think I think he thinks I'm upset with him for posting that video, and he had no idea that Brixie leaves such a horrible taste in our mouth, in my mouth anyway. I'll speak for myself, but it's funny, I don't feel that way about anybody in the scene, even people I've blocked or banned or walked away from, just because of personal issues. But that guy, oh
yeah, he's the one exception that
what's that?
An envelope.
Drives me.
Well, it's Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year with money on it.
I know. I just want to show you.
Oh, okay. Don't bang it up, and we'll put it somewhere nice. Okay. My wife is building the Year of the Tiger set. After she finished.
Okay.
Apparently, I think that's the first one she's done. It comes with a money envelope. Chinese New Year, they give money.
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently it comes with a little money envelope for a lucky coin. Yeah, I mean, it's not supposed to be money. I think it's supposed to be like a lucky coin. I used to get lucky coins all the time from my original employer back in the day. Still got them somewhere. I always thought how smart it was, because the coin has a hole in it, like you put a string through it. Like, how handy is that?
Huh. Are you working tonight, Jordan?
Jordan's got the graveyard shift. I have no idea. Nope, just got home from doing kids stuff.
The kiddos. We're so far where everyone seems to be getting on the mend. Nathan's the only one that hasn't gotten sick in the house, so fingers crossed he doesn't either. So,
like right now, I've got what I think might be an eye cold. I don't know. I can feel it a little. It's like, oh man, I hope not. You get that tingle in your eye.
inspecting used parts.
Well, he's the king of buying and selling used parts. I know a lot of people who just will walk away from it. It's so much hassle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because everyone's got a different grade. We were talking about this on my show the other night.
Where the hell does that go? There. For me, I don't mind buying used parts as long as it's not like when I was buying all those white bricks and stuff. As long as it's not like yellowed, a few scratches and stuff, I could care less.
Yeah.
As long as it's not yellowed. Yellowed is very noticeable.
Well, for that particular build, you definitely want it all to look the same. And if you're doing a snow mock, maybe it's not so bad, but Although beware the yellow snow.
Yeah.
I've seen one
Actually, that'd
guy,
be kind of
and
funny.
well, no, it was. So this one guy did a beautiful, it was a hot thing on maybe a 40-inch platform table, whatever. It was nice. It wasn't too big. But he had this tiny little spot where a little Lego guy was kind of like behind an AT-AT. And then you saw two little yellow spots in the snow. I thought that was brilliant.
What he should have done is had a little white round stud with a yellow one stuck to the top.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah,
don't eat yellow snow.
Don't eat the yellow snow. I can't remember. Actually, that I saw. You know where I saw that? I saw that Brick Fest years ago. That's what made me think of it, because someone brought up Brick Fest. That was our big show here in Toronto before it went poof in, I don't know, 15, 16, maybe 2018. No, it wasn't that late. But then we got Bricks in 6 in 2019, and then, poof, it all went to hell. By the way, I was going to buy tickets to the Bricks in the 6. I am a little upset. Not because they're expensive. It's about $20 for me to get in. And they got 3 days. I don't care about the VIP day. It's neither here nor there for me. I just want to go in, maybe buy something, walk out. When you're buying a ticket for Saturday or Sunday, it's a 3-hour window. So if I want to go Saturday, I got to choose between 9 and 12 or between 12 and 3 or whatever. It's
really?
Yeah. So I was about to buy
a day pass?
It's not just Saturday. It's not just Sunday. And they say if you want more than one slot, so I could have day and night, or morning and afternoon, or more than one day, you got to buy this big monster pass. I go, there's no way.
Are they trying to cut down on?
Well, they say it's for
traffic?
control purpose. They're trying to limit who's in there and when, but it's like, for me, most people, unless you get an obligation, you're going to try and go Saturday early so you get the best deals, right? Because as the weekend goes on, you're going to find favorable. Well, sometimes the guys need to make their money. So at the end, that's what I find with some of the toy shows. I like to go, but I like to spend a lot of time walking around. But if you're hanging around them that last hour or two, especially if the show hasn't been so good, you can get some good deals at a lot of these shows because they want to make back.
Oh, you could be like, oh. Well,
if they had a really good show, you won't get any deals at the end. But if things were kind of sketchy, right? Okay, so Ken did one of our toy shows last year, right? This really crappy one here in Toronto. This is the one that I went to, me and my daughter, and there was only 100 of us, top to bottom, the whole day, like 98 of us. And they know by the ticket numbers that they were handing out little ticket stubs. And he bailed in the last couple of hours because it just wasn't going well. But if someone was around him, they probably could have scored a deal just because he'd want to make something to cover his gas or whatever. But I find that a lot of the toy shows I go to, like, you can find some of these guys and maybe it just wasn't going too well, and you hit them up at that right time near the end before they're packing up, or even while they're packing up.
You just go to them and say, are you open to any offers?
Yeah.
It's not like that's a rude thing to ask.
No.
Like,
well, at the shows, it's expected.
Throw an offer out. Well, yeah, especially stuff like that. You just assume that you can.
I mean, sometimes I'll just take it straight because I don't necessarily want to play the game, or I already think it's super fair, so I'm just not going to leave it alone. But yeah, otherwise I feel obligated. You got to try. That's part of the game.
Yeah. Well, that's the fun of the whole thing. Try and walk out and saying, "No, I won that deal."
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I've bought in recent times where I felt really burned, well, I shouldn't even say really burned. We're only talking a couple bucks. Was that Neo Shifters robot set. I determined the minifigure is not in there. But I didn't buy it for the stupid minifigure. I bought it to have this Bionicle looking Mega Bloks set that I didn't know it even existed. So I'll have that build. I'll have that experience. And it was just a cheap. And to be fair, the guy also couldn't guarantee it was new or sealed. It looked like it, but there was absolutely a way to get into it. So whatever. Lesson learned. I mean, I only wanted the one. I got the one. I won't ever touch that crap again.
Yeah.
Actually, that was from the show out Ken's way. I should blame him. No. Actually, that was an expensive trip in every way. A lot of gas. That was pretty much a day, like a couple hours. Like, wow, that was like 2 or 3 hours to get out there, whatever number of hours to get back. We ate out there. And then half the stuff I bought at the Big Apple Bakery, it turned out had.
Is that when you guys got sick?
Well, that had and we got sick, but it had flies in it. I had to throw all that out. So, yeah, that sucked. So top to bottom, I mean, there was other parts of that trip that were cool. Like I got the Hot Wheels and a few other things, but yeah. You know what though? It was still a nice toy show, good vendors, and I'll go back. I don't know when. I think I think it's next weekend, but I'm not going yet. Give it some time. You go too often, you see nothing different. Like I don't mind seeing the same vendors, but I want to see different stock. Jordan's asking how much longer are you on for?
Looking at what I got for parts, maybe. Well, if I can hammer the rest of this out in 20 minutes, maybe.
There you go.
We'll say 20. It depends if I have to go hunt for parts again.
Well, yeah, because sometimes when I have a big one like that, it's like, oh, we're ending it. Especially if I know it's going to be hard to find. Like, oh, man.
Yeah. Well, that one, I flipped through twice and I was like, okay, it's definitely not after this. I must have put the wrong one ahead. Sure enough, find it. Look, oh yeah, there's one right on the back. And it's like one's going one way, one going the other. Crap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Decide if I want to take any more pictures. That's done. What was that?
Oh, you heard that, eh?
Just barely.
I think she's watching The Floor is Lava.
Oh, okay.
We're watching The Floor is Lava.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Hi, Dad.
I need.
Oh, your mic is muted. So they can't hear us?
Yeah, they can hear you.
They can?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
My way away.
Can she hear us?
Hey, sweetie.
Hi, Daddy. We're
Hi.
watching The Floor is Lava.
I know. I heard. Everyone heard.
And the first people who got across, only one kid got across, and his glasses had fallen in the lava.
Dude.
And then next, and that was the family campers.
Yeah.
And then next, it's all girls, and they're called good jeans. Not like the jeans that you wear.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you too.
I miss when my kid was that into something. And wanted to come tell me about it.
Yeah, The Floor is Lava. I haven't watched that before. Something like that almost what I'm thinking in my head is like watching American Gladiators.
Okay.
I loved watching that.
Yeah. Well, that was a good show. I liked it.
Nitro.
I like the American Ninja or whatever.
Oh
Ninja
yeah,
Warrior.
the kids watch the kid version of it. I have watched that with them. They like it. I never watched the adult one though.
Oh, I thought it was great. I mean, you definitely got to be crazy athletic. I mean, the rise of parkour, brought that on.
Yeah. What was that show that The Rock hosted? It was kind of something. It was like some extreme. Oh, what the hell was that?
Oh, he had
like
a hero
years
show.
Back.
It was like some sort of superhero show, or
yeah. It flopped hard.
Oh, did it? I can't even say I watched one whole episode. Just because they're wrestlers doesn't mean they suck me in.
I remember seeing ads for it, and then never saw ads for it again. So I don't think it lasted very long.
Well, it goes to show you not everything he does is a winner. I mean, he's had more than his fair share of success.
Damn close. I was gonna say damn close though.
Yeah.
And
no one's working harder than him. I mean, he's always got something going on.
I'm quite impressed. He's actually a pretty good actor.
Oh, he's come a long way.
What was it? I don't know if I told you that. So for Christmas, Chantel got, two of us in April. We're going to see Kevin Hart do stand-up comedy at the Center in Winnipeg.
Oh, Kevin Hart is so good.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed at their relationship. Like, to hear them talk about each other, like, it shocks me that they're that close.
Oh, it's fun. Because they both can dish it out and take it. That's what makes it so funny.
Yeah.
And they make each other laugh. Like it's like a typical friend, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, it's as if they've known each other their whole lives, which is funny because they haven't. But
you'd swear they had, eh?
Yeah.
There. Boom shakalaka.
I was waiting for quite a bit, but I didn't want to bother you.
And see, I can't see you in the green room, and I guess you don't see me below either. So it's not like I could say, "Hey, Jordan's." And I didn't even look at the chat because I'm self-absorbed too. We got two.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. I know old people, it's hard to multitask.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe you said The Rock was a good actor. He is garbage.
You don't like him?
Have you seen Black Adam?
No.
The worst part of Black Adam is Black Adam.
No, I haven't yet.
See, but you know what's funny now? I had an opportunity to go see it with my family and extended family, and I didn't do it.
You can go see it for free.
Yeah, now I can watch it for free. I gotta get Crave though. I don't think I have it. Here's the thing now. Now I want to see it for not him, but the other characters I'm seeing that are in it. Because
Pierce Brosnan did a really good.
Well, like Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan.
I know that's a real C-level character, but
I think Dr. Fate's
I bought books that had Dr. Fate in it as a kid, so it's like, oh, that guy's in it. Maybe I should reevaluate my thinking on this movie.
I think Dr. Fate's Iron Man was a C-level character until Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, but I liked Iron Man from day one, like in the comic. Like I can literally tell you, I started reading it around issue 169. 173 back in the Marvel. I want to say that was early 80s. And I loved it up until issue 250 and then walked away from it. But that was during all the drunk Tony Stark era kind of stuff, or at least half of that was. So, I mean, there was some really good storytelling going on, which wasn't, you didn't see that with a main character in a Marvel or DC comic book where the superheroes are drunk to the point where someone else takes his gig and masquerades as him for a while. You know, that's how bad off the character was. And it's like, that was just wicked storytelling.
So I think, so you know how you're talking about like combos like The Rock and Kevin Hart? I think Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart were way better together in Get Hard.
Oh, that was
Okay.
a great movie.
Yeah.
No, Get Hard is hot. We just rewatched that at work actually the other day. It was so funny. We were laughing hysterically.
No, I get it. That's a
Yeah,
cool movie.
and Will Ferrell's like at the end. He's just a badass, eh?
Mayo? That's his gangster name is Mayo?
Yeah.
Like, that's so good. To me, I think that's one of the most underrated movies ever made.
Oh, you ever watch The Other Guys?
Yeah, the other guy's pretty good too.
The Other Guys.
You
When,
come to my house, you get her name right, Christina. Like, oh,
Yeah. Better be wearing jimmies.
gee.
Bitches better be wearing jimmies or something like that.
Yeah. Gator.
What did he call it? Gator.
Yeah.
Gator's bitches better be wearing jimmies.
Yeah. So how's the weather in old Manitoba?
It's gonna warm up tomorrow. We're gonna hit like +1 tomorrow,
Yeah, we're hitting +4 tomorrow here.
and then get darn cold. Just 1 second here. What's that?
What are you building?
The box is over here if you want to see. Whoa.
I'm not gonna lie, Rick, going through used is a pain in the butt.
Oh, for sure. See, so many people pick up Bricklink as a retirement job, and, you know, or let's say they're recently disabled. It's like, oh, they got to do something. Someone tells them Lego's something good to do with their hands if they're arthritic, whatever. And it just becomes this project that they do into retirement years. I don't see a lot of young Bricklink stores. I see a lot of older people who get into it just because it's just a natural progression for them.
Well, I was
And-
29 when I opened mine. And then, like, look at DNA Bricks, though. He's quite a big store, and he's, I think, in his early 20s.
Really, eh?
Yeah,
Well, see, he's got the youth and the energy for it.
he does used, and I think he does some new, but not a ton. He mainly does used, but he has I don't know if you ever watch his YouTube, but he has a retail front now as
No,
well.
you've been trying to get me to look at it. You've mentioned it a few times.
It's good. It's, I don't know, if you're interested in like reselling, it's good. If you're not, it's kind of cool to see like the behind the scenes stuff.
I do like seeing the
It's
behind the scenes.
DNA Bricks.
DNA Bricks, yeah.
DNA Bricks.
I don't know. I watch a lot of pops, and I've been. You know who I'd love to get on the pod that summit? Nub Select. I don't know his actual name. My buddy knows him a little bit, but he doesn't show his face. I would love to get, because he's a big store, and I think he does it full time.
I mean, if he's willing to talk.
I would have to. I don't know. He might not even know who the hell. Well, he won't know who the hell I am, but he has a YouTube channel too. I'm going through probably one of the most painful pieces because it's all of them are scratched. I'm just selling less scratched ones, like 1x2 slopes.
Sure.
They're just a pain in the butt. And then I'm moving on to sets.
I heard something different.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
SE.
sitting there like,
Good for you, man.
My wife's
about
That
time.
ship sailed here
My wife's
long
asleep.
ago.
Okay. She worked midnights. Don't judge me.
well, actually, all three of us got kids, so I can't make any accusations there.
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
have
have to
children.
live vicariously through you, Jordan.
Yeah.
I have kids too. I just put them to bed. Just a little bit of whiskey and they're out cold.
Oh,
Yeah, no way.
that's old school.
It's called. We're from the prairies. We know how to do it right.
Well, hey, that's what
Right,
my
Ryan?
dad did to me when I was 10 or 11,
Or
and I had that
full
throat
strength
infection
cough
at
medicine.
Christmas.
Give me a
Full-
little cough medicine.
4 or 5 days of just rum, just because there was no way we were going to the hospital to deal with the throat infection. So I was plastered that whole Christmas. It was great.
My Guido, like grandpa in Ukrainian, he still abides by to get over a cold, either like cut an onion and put it in your sock when you sleep, or Vicks on your
Uh-huh.
feet.
I love
I've-
that. Put it in your sock.
So we do the Vicks all the time, but yeah.
I've heard the onion thing and just put it by your bed and it's supposed to suck up any like, toxins or something. I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's all voodoo magic.
Yeah.
Some of it is. Onions have an antiseptic property, but I don't believe it just having it around you is going to be any good. So I would want to see direct contact before I would believe it's going to help you any.
Were you the one crapping all over that Shrek set, Rick? Was that you?
No, I crap all over Shrek.
Oh,
Period. Trust me. If that's an idea set for real and Shrek is coming, that'll be probably the first one I don't try and get.
so Shrek is in the roundabout owned by Disney, right?
Well, it's one of the animation studios, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
think
yeah.
it's probably
Pixar?
owned by Disney. Because Pixar's owned by Disney, is it not?
Yeah, I think so.
At least in part, yeah.
Yeah, so to me, that's a pretty easy one to get the licensing for. Like you think so A Never Ending Story was one of the other idea sets that probably won't happen now because of the licensing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, it sounds like
Well,
got
they killed it already, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. I think they took it off the list.
There was something to do with somebody had already had that idea and it's been out longer and like Ash and Flash fans were like calling them out and crapping on.
I haven't heard that name.
Was that what it was? Ash and Flash?
That
Ash
guy's
Flash
still around?
Yeah, that person is
Because,
still around. I still
Didn't
watching that.
Didn't him and Ryan have a huge feud because Ryan made fun of him during a poker game or something? Or
Something like
his
that.
kids in their drama. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
He was dating Holly Hobby too, wasn't he? Like online,
Really?
like the Harry
Holly on
Potter-
film? That girl?
Yeah,
Wow.
the Harry Potter chick from Australia. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Too much
I-
drama for me.
I'm sorry.
I
I
hadn't
just
heard
couldn't
that.
watch her. And then when I watched her when she had her breakdown, I just couldn't watch her anymore.
I actually it was around the same time. I thought she was interesting. She was a good looking girl. I was watching her for a bit. And
Ryan,
then-
do you know how old she is?
Yeah, I know.
Someone's going to
Yeah, I
jail.
Jailbait. But yeah, she had that whole breakdown, like, "Oh, poor me, I can't go anywhere. COVID this, COVID that." I'm like,
She had a breakdown. I didn't even know that.
Oh,
We're all
man.
in that.
It was about 28 minutes of a sob fest,
Yeah.
and it was
Oh,
rough to
yeah.
watch.
I just don't watch that crap. But
Well, I was a sub.
she
I
goes
was
on
hanging
and
around
on
for a
about
long
this.
time, and it's like, okay, I'm done.
only other Lego YouTuber I watch is your favorite YouTuber, Rick. He actually did a video where he talked about like the haters,
Oh man,
like just like 2 days ago.
yeah.
I was gonna comment like, "Oh, so how's your GoFundMe going?" But I didn't know.
Oh no.
I don't need to start a feud
Well,
anymore.
But what did he say about his haters? It's
Oh, just like,
sour grapes,
I don't
or-
understand why they have to use their energy to hate on me, and just like cry.
Well, no, and he's right. Like, which is why like I've just stayed away, and I haven't until recently. I haven't said squat about him in forever. And this will pass too.
he's just
It just hits me the wrong way. Just him asking.
I was gonna start a GoFundMe for me to buy a warehouse to have a Bricklink store, but now with all your hate, I don't want to do that. So I'm self-conscious about
Yeah,
it.
but I'll bet you as a person, you would still do something for someone in the community.
I want to make Ryan laugh.
Because I would,
What are you talking about? He signed autographs in the brick bin. That is pretty selfless.
Oh my
I gotta say.
god. You know what? See, I'm not an
Set
autograph
yourself
person.
with
Even when I would go and hang around the wrestling arenas, like when ROH or whoever would come to town, and I want to see the wrestlers afterwards. If I could have one word with them, say, "Hey, that was a great show, great match." That's all I would even say. But I'm not that one who's got to go touch them, hug them, get an autograph, kiss them,
Yeah,
do
right. You're
whatever.
probably stealing a lock of their hair. Don't lie.
Oh, come on.
Get a vial of sweat.
Dude.
Let's see.
No. Although I got to tell you, you know whose sweat I got on a shirt somewhere is Rhino's.
John Cena high-fived me once when he came to Saskatoon. I didn't wash my hand for like a week. I was like,
Oh, no way.
I pushed this little kid out of the way. I think I was like 22 or 23. I pushed this we were third row. I pushed this little kid out of the way just so I could high-five John Cena.
Oh, man.
It was
Rhino ran into me. Like I had first row and he was pushed against the rail. So he basically like half hit his back and he's wide as all hell, right? Came in contact with me, and when he walked away, it's like I'm literally soaked on half my shirt. So nasty. But whatever. I mean, you know what though? That's the experience we're paying for when you buy the first 3 rows.
oh yeah.
You want to be that close. And
Oh yeah.
yeah.
See the spit fly out and shit like that.
Yeah.
Were you saying you had pushed a little kid out of the way? It reminds me of that sign. So where there's a fire, and it's just like the grandma out of the way, knocks to the ground,
Oh,
runs
man.
out.
I probably would have done that too. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, it's John Cena. He is the best face that has been in the WWE since probably like Hulk Hogan.
I watched half of Monday Night Raw this week. I'm going to watch the other half probably tomorrow.
That's the 30th anniversary, isn't it?
Anniversary Triple X, and I'm not going to. If you haven't watched, I'm not going to comment on it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
You're not going to watch it.
I don't watch wrestling like regularly.
No, and I don't. But I wanted to see who would show up and how they would use them, and like I was surprised they, Kurt Angle they made good use out of. Hogan, well, I won't say they made good use out of him. Him and Jimmy Hart are there. Of course, I brought back all the DX that they could bring back. Still no Billy because Billy's in AEW. And amazing, Billy is the only one who can still wrestle. That's the amazing part.
I thought
Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg. Now those 3 are actually working WWE, right? One runs it, the other 2 work in it. The 6 1 2 3 Kid. I don't know what he's doing other than his podcast. But Billy Gunn, he still actually wrestles. Phenomenal shape, that guy.
Well, that's what steroids and HGH do to you.
Oh yeah,
dude, you can only attribute so much.
One of the smoking guns.
He's a workhorse. That guy.
Oh no, I'm not saying his work ethic is not there. It's just, to be honest, you actually think he's clean?
Billy?
No, never have, and I'll never. There's no point in that argument for me. It's like. And you know what? And he's the poster child that if this is what you can do on the stuff or having taken it and then you manage the levels or something, then he's the poster child. I would want that. Put that in a bottle, sell it to me.
Well, I told you in Mexico you could buy HGH vials and steroids and all the stuff you want.
Yeah, I don't
know
want
growth
hormone in the same place I can buy my hot dogs. Or my tacos.
Tacos. Probably dump a little bit of that in the tacos. Actually, I think I'm having tacos tomorrow night. I'm pumped.
Oh, yeah? I could do with a good taco.
I don't know. Today's wing night. I was going to go for wings, but I spent a lot of money this week on random crap, so.
Yeah, I hear you. If you saw the group, you saw.
Yeah, but not even stuff that I want to enjoy. It's from like my children and stuff.
Well, it doesn't that hurt? It really sucks.
I have to buy my daughter a baton outfit or the baton.
Oh, everything for the dance stuff?
Costume, whatever that shit's called. Oh my God, is that stuff expensive?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than buying the dresses for one event.
Well, like she's tiny right now, but she's not going to be tiny forever. So it's like, I don't know. I think we found one for actually not a terrible price. Yeah. She's going to try it on tomorrow. But my wife didn't tell me any of this today. Like today was costume try on and picture day. So we get there and oh yeah, it's costume try. I'm like, what? It's like, nice. I'm not prepared for this.
Yeah.
My wife was working midnights. It's the only nice thing. So my wife works at Costco. That's one of the benefits. Of whenever new Lego comes in, I'm like usually the first to know, or if it's going to go on sale. But as I said, there's not much on sale lately here. So
Actually, I got to admit, even with Christmas, Costco just wasn't what it's been in some previous years. It just
the States looked good, but Canada was.
Yeah. Oh, if we got to look at Ryan, you know what time it is.
Yep, he's doing that. Hand on the chin. I'm done. You guys get the heck out of here.
Well, that's what we got so far.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I didn't know you were religious. That's a pretty cool cross.
Yeah. I'd be careful. There's a couple pieces they still just fall out.
Oh, they'll just fall out.
Flipping it over.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, I flipped it over a couple times. It's like, crap.
Did you build that land speeder already?
Right. What's that?
Did you build that land speeder already?
No. One of the many things sitting in a box.
Hopefully I'll win this week now with your comments. So
yeah. Yeah. Spread some of the luck around.
I don't know what to pick, to be honest.
I haven't played in a while. I should get involved in a draw or two. I'm probably the what would the language be? The most winningest? I don't like saying that. Doesn't sound right, but I mean 7, 8 solid wins.
Jesus.
The 2 first place ones were the best, dude. I won the Death Star not once but twice, 9 months apart.
That's disgusting.
And I found out about it the same way both times. I'm in the laundromat with my wife. Ding on my phone. Oh my God, I won. Yeah.
When I was sitting downstairs, we were watching a movie, and yeah, same thing. I got a ping, and I look, and like I saw the picture on the. It was like, what the heck? Can't be.
Yeah.
Open it up. Oh yeah. Sweet.
I've bought many, many times. I have never even won a second prize.
Oh man.
Yeah.
My worst was 4th prize, but even that was good. I'm trying to remember what it was though.
I probably bought tickets. Yeah, probably a good dozen times. But I think the most I ever bought at once was like 6 tickets. Usually just 3.
Yeah, I usually buy just 4, and then this time I'm like, you know what? I'm selling a big Lego set here right away. I'll buy a little more.
Yeah. A little more fun money.
But see, I remember back in the day when we know there was a couple of guys who were buying that maximum amount, and they would do that 2 or 3 times. It's like, you dirty. What was it, $80 at the time? So they do that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And it's like that's a sick amount of tickets.
Oh yeah. And then turn around and not win. That would just
the ones that
I'd
and
be
you
totally
see how angry some of them would get with their comments, and we know what they were doing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rocky had to clean some of that up because he couldn't allow some of those guys to keep buying in so heavy because we were starting to find out.
Well, I know I would watch, and you keep seeing a lot of the same people win. Like there was one woman that runs a Bricklink store in Ontario there that saw her win like first prize quite a few times, and then she just tossed a set in her
Bricklink store. She's not out here though. Sharon Mulan Webb?
No.
Yeah,
I thought she was. Okay.
I don't know if she's out here now. I can't remember.
But yeah,
Jordan
you'd
says
see
I'm getting older. He's probably
her wins would just go on a Bricklink store, and like literally, you'd see her win. Like, say out of 6 draws, like she'd win 3. Like it would just that's what turned me off, and I quit buying for a couple months just because it was pissing me off because you weren't seeing different new names. It was like seemed to always be the same people every couple of weeks would be. I don't know. It's just nice when you see someone new.
I like seeing someone who wins and then builds it.
Well, hopefully I will be new.
Yeah.
What I'm probably going to do, I don't know, because I have a friend who really wants the 89 Batmobile, and it's very expensive. And to be honest, like, I don't know how much, there's not really, like maybe the castle one I would get if that's still available. maybe grab some as an investment piece. I don't know. So I was gonna I'd maybe buy the Batman one because he already has the Batwing, and I don't know if he wants the tumbler, and then just get him to sell the others and send me the money. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch, obviously.
No. I know a couple times there where they were announced and Rocky'd have his son read the name and it'd say Ryan, and I'd go, oh, it's another last name. Damn it.
Psych.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan will remember.
Yeah,
he'll
kids would be
remember
like,
this
"What's wrong?" Nothing.
When I won, I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one, and I won, and then you could hear them say shit when I won, like as if I was supposed to win. Because at that point, I was one of the ones who was complaining about the transparency of the draw, and then to hear me win, and then to hear him say shit, it's like it's such a distinct thing that he had on that video. It's like.
Yeah,
it really helped the cause, and But then I won, and then I won again. It's like, and how weird was it that the first? And I don't think I won in between. I think it was I won the first. I won the Death Star the first time. I won the Death Star the second time, and then I started winning seconds and thirds and fourths. I don't think I had other prizes between the two Death Stars. At least I don't think so.
I know you won a Sandcrawler. That was like a third place or something.
Yeah, I won a Sandcrawler. I won a Darth Vader castle. I won. You know what's sad? I don't think I've built anything other than the Sandcrawler.
Well, I hate you because I haven't won anything. So.
Well, you'll have to get in line. There's a lot of people that hate me.
Yeah.
No, I know. I can. No, I'm not. You didn't sell a Cloud City from under me, so I'm good.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
someone's got a troll. My buddy who is not into Lego. Well, he's kind of into Lego, but he knows I'm doing that pod, like the summit next weekend. Oh, cool. So he's like, I am going to come on and I'm going to troll you so hard. Oh. I'm like, do it. Rick will just love it. You'll eat it up. He's like, I'm going to ask if they're making a cast approach.
I'll just put him in 3-minute timeouts each time.
That's what he says. Like, Can someone ban me? I'm like, oh, yeah, probably. He's like, well, then good. I'm going to troll hard enough to get banned. Then I use my other account. And I'm like, oh, man.
Oh, dude.
Doesn't want to mess around. If Eileen's around, she'll ban him for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some
of the moderators have been, if they pay attention, they do okay. That's for sure.
I remember, I think I went on Archive streams. I didn't even do anything. I just commented, and somebody freaking timed me out or banned me or something because they thought I was somebody else. Because I remember Hive, they're like, "Oh, don't unban him."
Yeah.
No,
they because they thought you were another Ryan who was. I kind of sort of remember.
I think it was something with BFAB, I think, is what it was.
I don't think
I think it was one of the impersonators of BFAB who was Ryan. I can't remember now. It's killing me. Actually, I just removed it, believe it or not, a Brick Hive account from something. But it's actually one of his legit accounts, but I think it's one that he doesn't use. Because I go, he doesn't use this Brick Hive Studios, but he doesn't use it. I haven't seen anything on that in forever. It's like, so I removed it from something of mine. I was just doing a little housekeeping.
Well, I'm going to pull the pin here.
It was a pleasure, Ryan.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for
I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, I know.
How have you been feeling, by the way?
Night,
I meant to ask that. How have you, how's after everything that happened last year? Have you been pretty much back to normal now?
Yeah, I'd say 99% back to normal.
So do you have to go for tests or anything?
I had an MRI a couple weeks ago, and I have a doctor's appointment, just a phone appointment in March. The only thing that is still my sense of smell. It's actually coming back. They said it wouldn't. It is starting to come back, but nothing smells like it did before.
Do you think that's from the surgery or from COVID?
Oh yeah, no, I never had. I haven't had COVID.
Oh, you
No,
didn't
it
have
was
it.
from the surgery because they.
Oh.
Because
Well, that's
when
right.
they
Yeah,
went in,
that's right. When I'm going down with COVID, you're the one who had to make me look bad and get something actually serious.
Yeah, I had one up, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
they
someone has
cut
to.
nerves and stuff, so that's why.
So
So
like,
yeah, my taste is affected, and
so what does it taste like? Does it taste like bitter, or does it taste like a faint taste, or how is it?
some stuff tastes somewhat the same. It's all just changed. I couldn't even tell you. And certain things just don't taste good anymore, like bland.
Mm.
Bland. Um, it's funny, and I shouldn't say that. Some of my favorite foods I don't like anymore, and actually, you know what? Oranges don't taste good anymore. I used to have
Really?
like a mandarin orange every morning or something for breakfast. Doesn't taste good anymore, so I don't do that. So Nathan gets all the oranges. Yeah.
Well, not to sound sappy, but it's happy to have you back. Rick missed his wingman.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was upset for a while, man. I was always talking you up. It's like,
Well,
dude.
and you know what? He was my manager last year. This was Boxing Day. He went into the hospital. He's been having heart trouble.
Uh-oh.
So I'm like, Justin, like, really? You trying to one up me? Like, it's not a fucking contest. But he's having trouble with his just all over the fuck place. So he's on meds, but I think it's been happening for a long time and not knowing it.
Mm.
So,
or worse, maybe even ignoring it.
Well, yeah, we were actually talking the other day, and he's like,
common.
he's like, you know how I've always been a sweater. He just sweats as soon as he gets doing something. He's sweating. He says, now I'm starting to wonder if that was a sign.
Yeah.
All these years, he's actually had some issues.
Well,
how long is the MRI wait list in Manitoba?
Well, for him, it just depends. Like, he was in the hospital. He went to Winnipeg to get the one done on his heart. I think he waited a week. This one I had just a couple weeks ago. It was booked in September.
Yeah, my son finally goes for his next week, and it's been since October, I think. So my son might have epilepsy, so he's
okay.
We had 2 seizures, and so now it's like, okay, now we got to do something. That's like the worst. Is the first thing's always like, okay, it might be an accident. Then the second one happens, like, okay, well, now we got to be more serious. It's like, why weren't you more serious with the first one? Like, it's
See, now apparently I had a couple, like the week after surgery, I had a couple. So even my wife doesn't know how many. I'm assuming at least 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I have nothing since. Meds seem to work. Actually, the doctor said they'll reevaluate in March, and they might pull me off one med altogether. And he said maybe take me right off completely, but I'd almost assume them if one they need to take me off one, take me off and leave me on the other. If it means keeping somebody like other people safe, like last thing I want to do is be driving and have a seizure or something like that. Anything.
Well, I mean, if they think you're at a like a near 0% chance of having an issue, I mean, maybe you don't want the drugs in your system.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Like, I guess as long as there's no long-term side effects or something from it. Like, as far as for me, taking some pills in the morning and at night, not really a big deal to me.
I mean, they're not making you any prettier, so I mean, don't keep taking it if you think that.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
You got a face for radio too? Wow, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Trio of radio hosts here.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sorry, I look like I'm gooned all the time with my eyes, so it's okay. No, sorry, I didn't mean to get sappy. I just wanted to see. I know I haven't talked to you in private chat for a long time, just the group chat. So
yeah, no, yeah, it's well, that's not knock on wood. knock on wood.
There you go.
Everything's been good. So
It's good.
yeah. No, appreciate you guys coming on.
Get
Peace.
some rest, and we'll catch
I gotta
you
get some sleep.
another day.
Yep.
Yep, for sure.
See you guys.
Okay,
For guys.
out of here. Shazam. And I'm out too. All right, you have a good night.
Yeah, you bet. See you.